Just as the caravan was about to depart, a young man came forward. He was a farmer named Ahmed, and he too loved numbers. "Will you hear one more answer?" Ahmed asked. "Just one more," Aziza said, sighing. "The riddle speaks of numbers," he said, "and the answer is the number 1. For in a fraction, the number 1 placed above a large number makes a small number. 100 is large, but 100th is small." "Yes, it is," said Aziza. "Go on." "And when the number 1 is placed beside another number," he said, "the number increases. 1 placed beside 9 makes 19. "Or 91, said Aziza. She smiled. "Or 91, said Ahmed. He smiled back. "And in counting," Ahmed went on, "the number 1 always comes first. That is as simple as 1, 2, 3. "Yes," said Aziza, laughing. Ahmed said, "And in multiplication, number 1 keeps the value of another number, while other numbers increase the value. 1 times 10 is 10, but 2 times 10 is 20, and 3 times 10 is 30. And that is why," said Ahmed, "the answer to your riddle is the number 1. "That is a wonderful answer," said Aziza. "And it is right. With this answer you have won my hand. With this riddle you have won my heart," said Ahmed. Oh. Aziza and Ahmed returned to the Sultan's palace. Before long, they were married. The Sultan made Ahmed his chief advisor in matters of farming. And he made Aziza his chief advisor in matters of numbers. How did Ahmed solve Aziza's riddle? Aziza's riddle is made up of 4 parts, and to be right, the answer must work for all 4 parts of the riddle. Here again is Aziza's riddle. Placed above, it makes greater things small. Placed beside, it makes small things greater. In matters that count, it always comes first. Where others increase, it keeps all things the same. What is it? The first suitor's answers were not right because they were only true for part of the riddle. The astronomer's answer, the sun, was right for the first part of the riddle, but not for all of the other parts. The soldier's answer, the sword, was only right for the second part of the riddle. And the merchant's answer, money, was right only for the third part of the riddle. But Ahmed's answer, the number 1, was right for all 4 parts of the riddle. How? Placed above, it makes greater things small. First, Ahmed knew that in a fraction, the number 1 is placed above a larger number. The resulting fraction is smaller than the original number. Try it. 1 placed above 100 becomes 100th. 1 placed above 1,000 becomes 1,000th, and so forth. In fact, the larger the number, the smaller the resulting fraction will be. Placed beside, it makes small things greater. Second, Ahmed saw that when the number 1 is placed beside a small number, the number becomes greater. So 1 placed beside 9 becomes 19, which is larger than 9. As Aziza pointed out, this rule also works when 1 is placed on the other side of the number. In this case, 9 becomes 91. Try another example. 1 placed on either side of 27 becomes what number? Is that number larger? In matters that count, it always comes first. Third, Ahmed recognized that in matters that count, that is, in counting, the number 1 always comes first. We always start counting with 1. Did you notice that the other numbers would work for the first 2 parts of the riddle, but that only the number 1 works for this part? Ahmed noticed 1, 2, 3. When others increase, it keeps all things the same. Fourth, Ahmed saw that when multiplying, any number multiplied by 1 will stay the same. 1 times 10 is still 10. 1 times 999 is still 999. But multiplying by any other number will give an entirely different number. 2 times 10 is 20. 3 times 10 is 30. 4 times 999 is 3,996. So, in this way, where others increase, the number 1 always stays the same, or keeps all things the same. In this part of the riddle, too, only one number could be the right answer, and that number is the number 1, the one answer that Aziza was waiting for. As a farmer, Ahmed would have used mathematics every day. When he calculated the amount of pasture he would need for his sheep, or the yield of grain he could expect from a field of barley, or how much to charge at the market. It was in Persia that many mathematical concepts were first developed, including algebra, trigonometry, and logarithms. 800 years ago, The Persian system for writing numbers, which originally came from India, became popular in Europe, where the awkward Roman numeral system had still been in use. Today, Arabic numerals are used around the world.